I'm just going to do a little intro here, separate from the video, just to advise that because the video does have copyright in it, I am having to just talk through the video. So bear with me. I understand if it's not something people want to watch. The whole point is obviously me reacting, right? But I just wanted to give a little heads up that, yeah, the actual video footage will be silent just because of copyright, but I will be talking. But yeah, please watch and subscribe if you haven't already. I am back with another video. This one was requested by Reina. I apologize if I've said it wrong either way. This is, yeah, FreenBecky TikTok compilation, posted by Emma25. Go and show the video some love. I'm really hoping there's no music in this that's going to get me copywritten, but we'll see. I love me some FreenBecky. Let's get straight into it, shall we? We've really came a long way since that. Oh, this is definitely going to get copywritten. I'm going to have to mute it because of the music. OG FreenBecky was a vibe. I'm just gonna have to deal with the copyright. You know what? It's not worth it. It really is a pain to edit. And deal with all the copyright claims. They're so crazy. You know what? I love that video of them after that award ceremony where they were running through the corridor, both with the shoes in hand. So cute. And I understand why people think they're together in real life. I get it. Green with the red hair was also a vibe. Oh, that photo shoot Freen did with the flowers after she started her own company, mate. So beautiful. I actually I've actually got on my phone, how do I hang on. Where's my wallpapers? I've actually got it. Oh, where's it gone? Yeah, so I've just set it. But yeah, I've actually got it as one of my wallpapers that I use sometimes. So beautiful, honestly. I mean, they both are. But Becky's a little bit too young for me. So, you know, we're not going to go there. Sleepy baby. I cannot wait for the 4 Elements part to come up. I can't wait to see Freen and the other crossovers as well. I don't know if Becky will be crossing over. I know Freen obviously definitely will. The way Freen, you know, when she owns her masculinity like that, it's so sexy. Yes, Beck. I'm telling you, Hollywood is calling. I've said that before. If anyone's going to cross over to Hollywood, It's going to be Becky. I mean, I hope they all do. I've only been, if you've been following my channel, I've only been reacting to GLs since, I want to say March or April of 2025. And Gap was the first show I watched. So FreenBecky was my introduction into Thai GLs, as I think most people, right? And just seeing, even from then, how far they've come is really amazing to see. It's amazing to see for all the GL parents how far they've come, right? I don't have one particular bias when it comes to the parents. I'm literally a fan of everybody. And I've said this before, but I like how free they are since they have left that company and have their own. The difference, especially again, if you go back and watch the older videos to last year in particular, yeah, they just seem so free and happy, and I love that for them. And I love that Faye May also have their own company now too, and I wish them nothing but all the love and success. I do apologise that it's silent, but it's going to be silent either way because the music's going to get copywritten, which means I'll have to mute it in editing anyway, so it makes no difference, is what I'm trying to say. But we're not here for the music, we're here for these two, obviously. It makes me laugh the way people always say Daddy Freen. Like, I would never call Freen Daddy. One, she's younger than me. Two, beautiful shot. Yeah, not really daddy vibes for me. Vi, on the other hand, people will get into the whole shipping thing and are they together or are they not? And as I said at the beginning of the video, I see why people do think they're together in real life. But either way, it's very evident that they love each other. And as I've said before, when you have these chemistry tests and workshops and spend all your time with your ship partner, you're going to have a close bond regardless, right?
Nat มันไม่มีนะไม่มีใครบอกหนูบ้าหรือเปล่าพี่เนี่ยแหละ
Flashback
แก้วมังกรร้านนี้เขาใส่แบบเขาใส่งานเยอะมากสีดำๆเหรอ
What I think is funny about Becky, right, is that sometimes with Freen, she can come across as quite babyish, right? She's not. I'm telling you, it's Beck Freen. Really, it's Beck Freen. But it's funny sometimes the way she is quite gullible or comes across as quite gullible when it comes to Freen teasing her.
งา
I'm so excited to see Enfra and Charlotte in Four Elements. and also their interactions with FreenBecky. Yeah, the way they look at each other is crazy. I've been rewatching reactions to the Loyal Pin, and the way they look at each other is absolutely insane. You know what's funny is that Gap being like the first big GL, right? It's already quite outdated in some ways. That's what happens with culture and TV and that, right? Um, but it's still a great show. Sometimes I'll watch an episode every now and again just for comfort.
something missing มั้ง
As I said, it's very obvious they both love each other. And I love that they have each other's backs too. And people, especially last year, were like, oh, they're just doing this for fan service. They don't love each other, blah, blah, blah. And it's clear that they do. And they both support each other. And that's, more important than people starting rumours, right? I watched that live. I didn't understand what was happening because I don't speak Thai, but it was funny nonetheless. Green is always taking care of Beck Beck. Did anybody watch the Becky's Betty concert last year? I did. I wasn't there in person, obviously. I watched it live. Enjoyed it. I knew she was going to play some Taylor Swift, and she did. Especially after the whole press conference that came out beforehand saying about how she hadn't been paid. Don't even get me started on that. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Becky play Nano too. What is it, Girl from Nowhere? I have no idea about this show, the first two seasons. I know there's been people being mad or whatever. But she literally auditioned for the role and they found something that they liked in her, which is why they gave her the role. You know what I mean? It's not like we're out here just giving roles to people all the time. And the thing is, these actresses are still fairly small compared to the likes of Cow, for example, because she, in particular, has a really, really big fan base in Thailand before she become into the GL space because she's been part of the mainstream, right? And technically, these GL shows are not mainstream. They are becoming more mainstream, but it's still very niche, right? I could be wrong. Obviously, I'm not from Thailand, but just from my perspective and what I've seen, that's the way I see it. But I could be wrong. I do apologise if I'm just rambling on this, by the way. It's like I say, it's just because there's not much dialogue, it's kind of just up for me to talk. Otherwise, I'm just going to be sat here silent. And while some of you might prefer that, the the whole point is to be reacting to it, right? Sometimes the way Becky looks at Freen too, it's like sometimes you think she's so in love. Yeah, I'm glad they're able to do their own things too. And we've got oh, what's it called? I can't remember the new movie that's gonna come out with Freen and Engfer. The horror one. Again, I completely forgot what it's called. But it looks good. But my point is I'm glad they're expanding. We've got Becky doing the nano role, Freen doing that role. And I hope we get more of these actresses and the jail parents doing their own separate things too and interacting with other people. Because that's what an actress does, right? Being always tasting for Becky first. I think it's totally unrelated, but I'm really excited to see who Vi's new partner is. People are speculating, obviously. That's the whole point. But I honestly haven't got a clue. Either way, I just hope people are respectful and don't be giving her any hate. Because we're not here for that toxicity, right? Miss me with all of that. See, again, I love her masculine side. She really owns it. And she owns being really feminine. They both do. They both have that masculine and feminine side. And yeah, I love it. A lot of these clips seem to be from this event. It was funny how being cheated in that. Mm. That's what I mean. It's the way they look at each other. I need I need more Freen and Charlotte. Hopefully during the more press runs and stuff for 4 Elements, we'll get to see them. Some Freen lot. It's crazy to think what they've accomplished in such a short amount of time. And they're both still so young. Again, same for all the GL parents. But these two in particular, especially when it comes to outside of acting with the fashion brands and all that stuff. I love how they make the TikTok trends their own. She forgave her so quick. I've still not seen, what is it? The first thing they were in, the BL. I forgot what it's called now. You know what? That is one of my favorite clips. It's just so cute. Um, and this is insane, this clip. Again, the chemistry is chemistry, and the Maldives looks so beautiful. I can understand why Becky in particular loves it. Again, one of my favorite clips there. It's the way Becky looks at her here. So cute. What I love is the dynamic, right, as well, because Freen is extroverted, Becky is more introverted. Um, and it's sometimes funny to see that dynamic together because even though um they're somewhat quite opposite in that aspect, it works well. They work well together, and I think Freen's extrovertedness, that's not a word. Freen being extroverted helps Becky be more extroverted too. It won't be included in this because of when this was released, but if any of you have seen Freen's vlog from Christmas, the Christmas Day event they did, I enjoyed their interactions on there. It was cute and also quite funny. I would love to see them do like one of the sports day type events that these companies do. I know obviously MGI has their own and GMM TV have their own, but I would love to have like how Channel 3 did, where they had different people and, Enjoy, Lingam, Lena Mew, everybody else. I think there should just be one big GL sports type of day. Just across all the networks, right? Have everybody together. That would be so fun. And you know what? They would sell so many tickets to if they did that. But again, it's another opportunity to have everybody interacting and seeing the different dynamics. And that's what we want, right? I know people love their parents and have their biases, but at the end of the day, these women are all colleagues and friends. Maybe not all of them have the opportunity to actually interact in person, so I would very much love to see that. And that's what's so good about Four Elements and also uh, Girls Rule when that comes out. it's against different crossovers between different parents, and I'm just so here for it. I love that where she was like, spin for me. Reed's so smooth with the flirting sometimes. Although, to be fair, Becky is too, especially watching some of these old live clips. Becky was flirting. My favourite one was where she was like calling her beautiful, whatever. And Freed blushed so hard. But Becky had confidence and she was smooth with it. I'm telling you, it's Beck Free. I need to see a role, another role where it's Beck Free. Because the loyal pin, it was definitely Beck Free and then, right? And then pin. And that's what I was talking about, where I said before about singing Taylor Swift. We knew she was going to do it, and the girl delivered. I love that she's a United fan as well, because I am. Oh, you know what's crazy too? Behind the scenes, like unreleased footage that's been going around from Gap. I don't know who's been releasing them or where they've got the footage from. I assume it was someone that works on it, obviously. But the last one, where they were getting it in, and Beck was moaning. Crazy, crazy work. Always taking care of each other, and I absolutely love that. I hope they continue to do so for the rest of their lives, regardless of if they're acting still or not. Oh, that event was funny as well. The grab food event, especially with the hula hoop. I did not expect Becky to be able to hula hoop like that. I loved that it was Freen that was like the only one to look back when they were leaving the stage. Look back at Beck. I thought that was really cute. And see, and the thing about FreenBecky is, people say, "Oh, it's fan service, it's fan service," when they're the probably one of the only couples that actually doesn't actively do fan service like other people do. Especially again last year, and that's why people were saying that, oh, they don't want to be together anymore, blah blah blah. Obviously, they were going through a lot of personal stuff with the company and stuff like that, so the vibe was a bit off in terms of them obviously being exhausted and stuff like that and going through that. But their vibe together was never off. And yeah, adorable. And I love how Freen is, especially towards the end of last year, she's very much, again, really wanting to be in the feminine space. Doesn't want to be called handsome. And Fi's the same, to be fair. She doesn't want to be called handsome anymore, which I understand. I mean, they're both very, very beautiful. Um, yeah. See, and they are always together. Maybe not always because of work when they are doing the separate things, but like they're together more than they're not together, right? They just don't always post it. And this video in particular that Freen put on for Becky's birthday proves that. I mean, I suppose that's the same as most couples. They spend a lot more time together when they're not working. Like Lena Moo, Look Me Sonia. My mind's gone blank. I can't think of anybody else right now. I also love how, since starting their own companies, they've done more vlogs. In particular, Freen's done a lot more so far. For Solon. I don't actually know if they're on YouTube. I know they're on IG and TikTok. And I think Freen's birthday last year, where Becky just showed up after working, having a small break, and surprised Freen. I think that was absolutely iconic, right? And I think we all joke sometimes saying, like, oh, Thai GLs have hired my standards. But it's true. Like, some of the things that these women do for each other, for the birthdays or whatever, it's like, how is a partner supposed to compete with that, right? So you want to have a higher standard for yourself. That is crazy to think about. Like, for argument's sake, let's just say, obviously, if they were to get into a relationship with somebody and again, you've got your co-star, your friend doing all this. Your partner might be like, I can't compete with that. What am I supposed to do? It's just interesting to me. But also, yeah, I'm not, never mind. I'd love to know where Becky's dad is from in England. I think I've said that before. I'm going to assume he's like somewhere down south, like London, Kent, that kind of way. Could be wrong. All of the awards. And they still continue to get awards. It's, it's always funny when Becky loses Freen. She does, and she's always looking for it, like at the Four Elements event last year. Freen was already sat back down, and Becky was like looking for her everywhere, and finally spotted her. The things that would do to you was crazy. Frame was so concerned for her at her birthday because obviously she'd been working non-stop. And at the time we didn't know, but she was filming um, the nano roll then. I thought it was Four Elements, but it wasn't. I think we all thought it was Four Elements she was filming for then. Are they filming Four Elements right now? I think they are. I wasn't sure. Couldn't remember if it had finished already, but no, I think they are still filming. Do you know what clip makes me laugh? I can't remember where it was from, but it's when Freen and Becky get woken up. They're like in a hotel room, and poor Becky's like proper startled. I feel bad for her, but it's funny. They are very, very cute together. Oh, why did that autoplay? Let me go back. FreenBecky TikTok compilation. Yeah, that was cute. Again, it's going to be a bit awkward because I'm having to talk over it, right, and not listen to the music. That's the only thing with compilations. If you do have any more recommendations for any couples or whichever, please just make sure there's no music like that in it because it's a pain. Yeah, absolutely. Again, love FreenBecky, love all of the parents. But obviously FreenBecky, the OGs. And I'm very excited for what's to come for them this year, and hopefully we'll either get Cranium or hopefully they'll get another show. We shall see. That is it for now, and I will catch you on the next one.